South of downtown LA, as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from SoFi. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Right to the air is Prescott. That's caught. It's Marshawn Lloyd. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Here's a 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Oh, intercepted on the 2nd play of the game. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the ground, here's the 1st-round pick from April's draft. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
At the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 7, brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down and 3. To throw, here's Willis. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Rams. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the ground, here's the 1st carry for Marshawn Lloyd. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. And that ball incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Here comes 3rd and 6. It's the tight end Henry in motion. On 3rd down, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Well, I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait till their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
At their own 45-yard line.
He'll get this out wide. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Pistol snap to Willis. He'll get this complete. That's Anthony Schwartz.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third down, 3 to go. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. He'll try to run this one in. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down. Here's a run. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit. On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So a little extra time to think about this 3rd and goal as we've hit the end of the 1st. The Rams out to the early lead. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. The ball inches from the goal line. 3rd and goal. Here's Willis. Over the top. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Aubrey now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Rams move out on top, 14-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He gets this complete to Michael Wilson. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. In motion comes Pittman. Play fake. Prescott. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
Dak facing 3rd and long. To the right side. Catch made by McLaurin. Still going. And he will go all the way. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Riley Patterson now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders are on the board. It's now 14-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Willis. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And it will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield. the whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown, you're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Willis now to throw. That's taken in, and he's going to have the Rams first down. It's a gain of 12 facing fourth down.
Love the idea of going for it on fourth down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on fourth down is
and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. On for the PAT is Aubrey. The kick is good, and the Rams will take a 21-7 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Throwing, Willis. And this will be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Try again. It's second and 10. Throwing is Willis. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Willis now to throw. This is caught at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Rams. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who have also scored throughout the league.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Dak to throw. That's complete. It's Lloyd.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Prescott now. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
He's got a man. It's McLaurin. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
It's the tight end Henry in motion. On 1st and 10, Prescott. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, The ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Willis to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
To throw, here's Willis. He's got his big tight end, Johnny Wilson. Touchdown, L.A.
You simply just can't allow that ball to be completed, Mike. I mean, there's no time left. You understand there's two options. There's a take a shot Hail Mary into the end zone, or there's throw the ball underneath and try for a couple laterals. At the end of the first half, it's probably just going to be a Hail Mary, and you got to go up and knock that ball down.
And the kick is good. So what a finish to this first half as they extend the lead. All right, Coach. Thank you. Two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches. That's for sure. As we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. From the 6, here comes a return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. First and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. That's caught! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and then being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now Willis. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The motion man here is McClure. They'll start this on the ground with Lloyd. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Prescott. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception, but boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
A short gain, down to the 7. 2nd and goal. Pistol snap to Willis. He'll get this out to his running back. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal. Willis. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Rams. Now Aubrey for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Rams will add one more onto their big lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They face 2nd down and 7. Now Prescott. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. On 2nd down, it's Dak. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Yeah, now it's just getting out of control, Mike. I mean, to see him continue to put the ball in harm's way time and time again, it's a little miscommunication. It's a little bad execution. I'm sure it's a little bit of everything, but at the end of the day, the ball is in your hands. You've got to make better decisions with it.
On 3rd down, Prescott. Gets this one complete to Pittman. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lloyd. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Dak going to throw it here on first down. He's got it at the 7. And he'll be taken down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Prescott. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Commanders. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The score, Rams 49, Commanders 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Drive will start on the ground. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. To throw is Willis. This one complete right side. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Now, faking the give. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
The motion man here is Wilson. Willis now to throw. Oh, and that one is intercepted by Stephon Gilmore. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
First down, Prescott. That's complete. It's Lloyd. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. In motion comes Pittman. 2nd down, Prescott. Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
Prescott again. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Dak. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
This throw right side pulled in by Pittman. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Again, Prescott to the air. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one, and it'll be 2nd and goal. To the air again, Prescott. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Pistol snap to Willis. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. It's the safety, Julian Blackman. And the Commanders have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. He's got it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. A give. Here comes Ward. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And the Rams are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
Throwing, Willis. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot, and I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
Here's Willis. He fumbled the football. And the defense has it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end.